What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com, video number 2. First one was obviously members only. Now we're going to do a quick one for everyone else to enjoy a free play tonight. Tell you what we've got going on, doing MLB free play. All right, so a couple of people were asking about tomorrow. We'll get a couple of questions out of the way. So one of the questions I got was about the NASCAR All-Star race. Patrick never does the All-Star race, and the reason is because it's not a points-based race. So I mean, honestly, the only reason that teams and drivers even participate in it, I'm assuming it's also because there's money involved. But Patrick's saying that, it's one big All-Star event, just like any other sport, just like the Pro Bowl, just like the MLB All-Star Game and the Home Run Derby and all that. So they do these tiers and all this stuff. Obviously, there's a driver that can win $1 million and keep it, and then the team would get some money. Sponsors do it. So I mean, it's a fun race, but it has no bearing whatsoever on the outcome of the chase for the cup. So if you've got a driver that's leading in the points and is the number one driver in the Cup Series at the moment, and he were to go out there and quite literally wreck on the very first lap, get 0 points and not even finish a race, and be considered dead last, he doesn't, lose any points. Obviously, he doesn't gain any points, but he's still going to go into the following week, still is the number one driver with the most points. So because of that, you can't ever really know what a driver is going to put into it, which I understand. So that's why he doesn't put anything out. That's not to say he may not have some props that everybody can enjoy, that will make some money and that will allow you to have some skin in the game, but it's not guaranteed. And obviously, whether he does or doesn't, if he does, it's not something that you would need to take as serious from an investment standpoint as you would on a normal race day. So keep that in mind. So it may very well be just an off week for NASCAR. We'll get back at it the following week. And people were asking about the game of the month, because I did mention earlier in the week that the MLB game of the month that I was looking at a game on Saturday and Sunday. It's in the same series, so it would be against the same teams. It was going to be all based on pitching, because both of these teams have not screwed up their rotation, but they've changed it multiple times. So it wasn't uncommon to say they could be changing it again. So we would just wait and see. As the week progressed, and when we got into yesterday, that's where I, scratched Saturday's game from being a contender for game of the month, and now I am solely focused on Sunday. As of right now, that is still in play. I will not make a final decision until late tonight or very, very early Sunday morning. So be on the lookout for a potential MLB game of the month. I'm hoping that it happens, because if I had a gun to my head and like I had to make a decision, I would be playing this game. I like it. Right now, I absolutely love it. But that's not to say that over the next, 6 hours, 12 hours, whatever, because I mean, we've still got well over 24 hours before this game starts, or right at 24 hours before this game starts. A lot can happen, and I'm not gonna jump the gun and release something and then have to backtrack or tell everybody to hedge or try to cancel or whatever. That's why we wait until all ducks are in a row. That, and then people were asking, because we sent out an email on Monday that was just a random email reminding everyone, just like we always do every year, we do a week of the Cal Ripken Foundation. We do a fundraising week where we raise money to donate to them. We match it dollar for dollar. Usually that is done in March, but ever since COVID happened, they pushed it back, and it would always happen the first week of June. Or, right around the first week of June. It would be the last couple of days of May through the first week of June, and it would always go for 9 to 10 days. The reason that we are going to do ours just a little bit early is because there's going to be a lot of traveling going on between myself and some of the other team members, as well as the move into the new facility. So there's just so much going on that week that I don't want to commit to like, hey, let's do a fundraiser, and then not being able to really commit to it, if that makes sense. So we're not going to do some big spectacle. We're just going to say, hey, if you want to donate just to donate, you can. Like if you're an all access member, or you're a lifetime member, so there's nothing that would benefit you to buy and you just say, hey, listen, I want to donate, you know, 25, 50, 100 bucks, whatever you want to, if you feel compelled, by all means, we'll tell you how you can do that. Otherwise, we're going to give you something in return for donating. So what we'll do is we'll put a sale on a lot of the stuff, 1 to 2 packages specifically, and then 100% of the proceeds minus like the credit card fee. So like if you were to spend $100, there's probably going to be $3 to $6 of that in credit card fees. So you know, we'll take that $3 to $6 out, but everything else goes straight to that, and we'll run it for a full 7 to 8 days. We're actually going to start that. I mean, technically we're going to start it tonight, but it's going to show for tomorrow. That's when we're going to start pitching it every day. And then when we get done, we'll match everything dollar for dollar. Obviously, we don't have a set goal. You know, the Cal Ripken Foundation is just something that I've been involved with for, God, going on 12 years now. And it's something very, very near and dear to my heart. And so every year I really get excited to be a part of this. And then anybody that donates $1,000 or buys something for $1,000 or more, what we're going to do is we're going to put your name in a drawing. And on the final day, or the day after we kind of wrap up this, we're going to draw a name. And the name that we draw, if you would like to come out this summer, where they're going to do like a reveal, like groundbreaking type thing, we're gonna pay to fly you out, put you up for a couple of days, and you'll actually go get hands-on volunteer with myself. Patrick's gonna be there. Everybody that, you know, you've seen in the past, I mean, everybody's going to be there. It's a big deal. It's something that we do every year, and you'll actually get to go. It won't cost you anything. We cover, you know, your travel. You know, if you're close enough within a few hours to drive, great. You know, we'll cover the gas. Otherwise, we'll stick you on a plane. We'll cover the round trip. We'll cover the room and board, and we'll cover your meals while you're there. And you'll get to hang out with the crew and do all that. So that's just a little added perk for anybody that does a little bit larger of a purchase / donation. The packages that we're going to focus on is the 1 month all access pass, the 1 week all access pass, and the 1 year all access pass. So what you can do is not only get them at a discount, and you know what? I tell you what, I'm going to throw the MLB all access pass in there too. Now, the MLB season pass, as you know, is $2,500. That does not include games of the week, games of the month, games of the year. Never has, never will. But one thing that we created a few weeks ago that is not available to the general public, this has to be something you are either offered directly from myself or through a promotion or something like this, is to be able to get the MLB season, but in an all access form, so that you get your MLB games of the week, games of the month, games of the year. So let's say that you were to buy one tonight or tomorrow before the game of the month goes off. If we have it, you're not buying that game of the month. It's included, you know, from now through the World Series. That right there is something that, again, you can't just go to the site and buy. Something that people have been asking for, I mean, God, since we launched the site. So, and I'm not saying that it won't become available to buy, you know, general public wise next season, but as of this year, we're just going to keep it kind of very exclusive. So your prices are going to be as follows. A typical 7-day all access pass is anywhere between $249 and $299, depending on the time of the year and the amount of sports going on. So, like right now, it would cost you $249 to buy that. A week, $99, all access. I mean, you would pay that just for a game of the month. 30-day all access pass, year round, is $899 for the month, which is still cheap considering everything that you get throughout a month when there are multiple sports going on. When we only are doing one sport, and that's in those few summer months, yes, we do drop that down a little bit, but again, right now you still have NHL, you still have NBA. If you were to buy a month, instead of paying $899, we're going to do $199, or the second option is basically a buy one get one free, so you'll get 2 months and you'll get it for $499. All right, if you want the MLB All Access Pass, so instead of paying $2,500 for the MLB season and then having to buy all of your games of the week, month, and year separate, you can get that as a one purchase for everything. You will get that free and clear for $7.99, or excuse me, for $6.99, and then the 1 year All Access Pass for $9.99. And that gives you every sport, Every play, doesn't matter what it is, how high or low it's rated, you get absolutely everything for 365 days. It's a $7,000 package, and you can get it for, I mean, literally less than 1/7 of the price. So keep that in mind. You guys can start buying these now if you like. You would need to DM me. There will be some announcements formally made around midnight that are already preset to go out via email. But if you want to get on them tonight to get the plays for tonight, as well as potential game of the month tomorrow, if we have it, that way you're already locked in and you don't have to worry about trying to reach out and do the stuff tomorrow. There are people at the office as we speak. There will be probably through 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, just getting at the office, at the temp office, trying to get everything wrapped up for tomorrow. The announcement for that. And then we're just trying to get ahead on some things, because that week that we would normally do this, we're going to be moving in that Friday, a couple of days before we would normally start. And then on top of that, well, that next week you got Memorial Day, and then you've also got just everybody's going to be traveling that first week of June. A lot of people going on vacation, myself included. I'm going to be traveling that following week once we kind of get semi set up in the new space. It's just going to be, there's going to be a lot going on. So for that reason, just want to make sure that we can actually, dedicate something to this and put forth the effort to really try to do good by it. So that's what we've got. Those are your 4 main packages. Obviously, guys, if there's something that I didn't mention here, like if there's a specific package or membership that you've been thinking about or that you would like to get that I didn't mention, don't hesitate to DM me on Twitter, or just reach out to me and say, hey man, I've been looking at potentially getting college football for this year. I know you usually charge $1,500. Is there any discount you could give me and allow that money to be donated? We'll work something out with you. I don't want to commit to a price. I mean, I will negotiate with you, and we'll make it so that's just more money that we can raise, and we can also take care of everybody that wants to be involved. So, but the main focus are those all access passes. I know the MLB one is like a hit. That's the one that people have been freaking out about. So if you want it, we're not going to do a limited amount of them. We're just going to run that one for a couple of days, and then the other ones are there for the whole week. So reach out to me, DM me. My Twitter link is in the description of this video, so make sure you reach out. Either I, myself, or Sarah or somebody will reach back out to you within a couple of hours, just depending on how many we start getting in tonight, and we'll get you linked up. But remember, you need to DM us on Twitter so we can get you set up via with that MLB All Access Pass, or to give you the instructions to get the things that are available on the site for that discounted price. So make sure you do that. But other than that, let's get on a free play. 7:10, well, I think it's 7:15 is your first pitch time. So Houston Astros tonight, Verlander on the hill. I love Verlander tonight going up against Texas. There's a reason that Verlander was my American League pick to win the Cy Young. Well, him and I had just one other one, but he was my futures pick to win it all. And there's a reason that he's doing what he's doing after his surgery at his age. Verlander's still the best pitcher in baseball, one of them at least. I like them to go tonight. We're going to take them on the run line. You're only going to lay $1.10 to do the run line, so we're going to take the Houston Astros minus a run and a half at minus $1.10. That's your additional free play for tonight. Members, enjoy that other one. We love you guys. We'll see you in the winner's circle. Good luck.